Okay, I am back. It took me a little while to record stuff. I've just been really busy with work. And I think I'm going to keep this one short and sweet and just do a meal prep type of day. I went to the grocery store and went to Aldi. It's kind of a northern thing. They don't have that in Virginia where I used to live. So it's kind of like my new favorite place to go. Everything is cheap, and they make it cheap because you basically get the cart yourself, you have to put it away yourself. I mean, they only have a couple staff where they're literally just staying at the cash register, beep your stuff, you have to bag your own stuff and all that. So they kind of cut cost in that aspect of labor to, I guess, make groceries cheaper. So I got about 3 big bags of groceries for 60 bucks. I didn't get everything that I needed, but it was enough to kind of help meal prep. So I'm gonna make in this video pickled eggs. Gonna have pickled cucumbers, or I guess cucumbers and vinegar, and chicken. Today was really hot. I was outside for like ever today, and I think it's almost 100 degrees. Went to a church and with no AC. That was fun. But all in all, it was a good day. I took a nap and still tired and had my gym clothes on, thinking I'd go. It's like 7 o'clock now at night. Still sunny out. So, I don't know, maybe I'll go to the gym downstairs, but yeah. That's it. Enjoy. Alright guys, I'm about to do some meal prep and making a snack. I went to Aldi today, and again, about 60 bucks. Got 3 full bags of these guys. They're like really big bags, full of stuff. I have some munch on while I am cooking because I am starving. These are the shrimp that I got last time that I put in the freezer for when I wanted to make some shrimp, and now I'm defrosting them. And I'm gonna make some pickled cucumbers, and yeah, I'm also gonna make some pickled eggs, and I'm gonna make them a little healthier than the usual. I have 2 cans of sliced beets. I have some eggs, got at Aldi for like $1, some Truvia, and then I'm going to throw in some onion. And kind of the process is to boil the eggs. So I am going to turn on the stove high and plop my eggs into the cold water. Let's see if you can see the pot. So I have cold water in here, and then I'm just gonna put these eggs in. The temperature, I mean, the eggs are already refrigerated, so the kind of this water turning into a slow boil will help them boil, I guess, better. I don't know. I've looked on many websites trying to figure out the best way to boil eggs, so I don't know if I can get all 12 in here, but I'm going to try. Alright, yeah, cool. I got all 12, and this will be a good snack. They're really, really tasty. So I'm gonna let these boil, probably cook for about 10-12 minutes. I'll have to kind of check them, see how hard they are, solid they are I'm gonna shake them, but I kind of like mine. My yolk's a little soft, not completely hard, but depending on how you guys like it, the longer you boil them, you know, the more sturdy and stiff the yolk is gonna be. I'm gonna have these boil, and then I'm going to turn on this pan, and I'm gonna cook the beets, and I'm gonna put also some vinegar in to make it that, you know, pickled flavor. So I'm gonna try with the red wine. Last time I had some cider vinegar and it wasn't quite as good, so I'll try it with the red wine. It's got a little more tartness to it and not so much of a candied flavor that the balsamic would give. Got my cool little Pampered Chef can opener. It's pretty fancy. I'm gonna pour the beets with the juice in here. You're gonna want to have to boil it down to get all the good beet flavoring. I'm gonna put 2 cans to really make this a good batch. It's really easy, and it's quite the favorite that I found up here in Pittsburgh, especially. I don't know what it is, but yeah, new discovery, along with like pierogies and halupki. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, Italian girl discovering all this good Polish food, and it's pretty awesome. Pouring this one in. Now you need to watch whatever you're wearing, because this beet juice is not forgiving when it comes to your wardrobe. Okay, so these guys are gonna get nice and warm, and they're gonna cook down. We're also gonna add a little bit of onion. This yellow, white onion is going to help cut a little bit of that sweetness from the beets and the truvia. I have my shrimp defrosting still. I have my beets. So my beets are going to cook in here. Eggs are starting to boil, and the shrimp are still defrosting. So I'm going to actually turn the oven on, because I'm going to bake something good. Okay, it's been about a couple minutes that the pan has been heated up. I'm going to pour some red wine vinegar in here to get that pickled flavor. Now I'm going to just add it to taste. Don't have the truvia in yet. I'm going to wait until this stuff kind of dissolves down a little bit. Now I'm going to do some cucumbers. It's really, really easy. You just take a cucumber, of course wash it, slice it really thin. I have a little mandolin that really makes it thin, and then you just put some vinegar, rice wine vinegar, white distilled vinegar, you know, like whatever vinegar you have. kind of a light flavor. You don't want the red wine because it's going to have that distinct flavor of that, you know, tangy, whatever red wine tastes like. You marinate with the vinegar and add a little bit of pepper, and it's a really easy dish, and it kind of helps, you know, if you're looking to get that sodium in, you know, your diet, but you're still trying to eat clean. I mean, cucumbers are a really great source of, you know, vegetable, while it's still, you know, not adding all those carbs and the bad stuff, you know. So for the cucumbers, you want about 1 inch to 2 inch. You don't want that deep of a pan or whatever you want to hold them in. Something that you can keep covered, and you know, they can kind of just marinate in the vinegar in the fridge. Okay, depending on how clean you can get your cucumber, the skin, you know, you can either keep the skin on or just, you know, peel it off. There's a kind of a, I don't know, a waxy coating that sometimes they have. So just to be safe, I just like to peel them off. And, you know, you just want to, sometimes I'll leave some of the green just to make it look pretty, but I'm just trying to get the waxy skin off. I mean, it's good nutrients, but, you know, you don't know where these things have been, and I'm not really trying to take. I'm gonna chop off the end. So now I'm gonna take my little mandolin and just run these through, and it's really easy, and it goes by a lot easier and quicker than slicing these by hand. You get an even slice. It's a win-win. Now when you get this close, you really want to watch your fingers. So you take the little top, it usually comes with the top. You put the cucumber, whatever object it is, on the end, and it helps to guide so you don't hurt your fingers. It's pretty self-explanatory. So I have these guys, so you can see they're all nicely sliced. Okay, so I have vinegar in here, and now I'm just adding some cracked pepper. I'm gonna kind of get these guys all soaked up and evenly coated. Oops. Escape. And there you go. I mean, it's cover them up and put them in the fridge. Okay, so the eggs are boiling. I'm going to turn down, oops, low. There you go. And then I'm going to cover it. The beets have been boiling, and I added the red wine vinegar. It looks like probably about a half cup to a cup, give or take. And onions are in here. Just a few slices of onions to kind of give it that flavor. Then I'm going to pour Truvia. Just going to pour a little bit in there. I would say that was probably a quarter cup. And I'm just going to stir. These guys have to boil down and thicken a little bit, and then I'll give it a taste. I'll have the protein and the beet with the beet juice. It's good for you. Okay, drain the eggs, and now I'm going to add some ice. You got to cool these babies down. You want them to be cool by the time you add the juice. The juice has got to cool down too, which is boiling nicely. Okay, in this pan I have some olive oil heating up, And I just chopped up some garlic, so I'm gonna put that in there. The shrimp are defrosted, so these are going to go in here. I think I'm gonna make scampi a little healthier. I have some wine that's about to go bad, so I'm just gonna use that and we'll see how it goes. Alright, we're gonna try this again because I just burned all of the garlic. Lemon juice. Okay guys, I'm just kind of winging it. Alright, probably you can hear me now. Wash off these bad boys. Like, look how big they are. This is ridiculous. Got them at Woolies. And what, $5.99 a pound? About 2 pounds worth. Ridiculous. Okay, so this is sizzling nicely. Now, I'm gonna add the best part. I have Chardonnay. It's a little drier than other wines. It's kind of the best one to use when it comes to scampi. Now we're going to need this to really cook down, and we have to cook out all of the alcohol. Over here are the beets. I turned them off because they were starting to boil and splatter everywhere after I just cleaned the whole kitchen. So, turn these guys down and they're just going to simmer. And I'm going to taste test it later. But look at these guys. They are freaking huge. They're going to make some good scampi. Gonna let the butter simmer in. It's smelling really nice. Too bad you guys can't smell it. But it's looking good. Smelling good. Just gonna let it. Okay. The olive oil, wine, butter, and lemon juice is simmered down into a nice little thicker, I guess, sauce. I'm just going to put these shrimp in and let them soak up the juices. Might have to do this again. I don't know if I can fit all these guys in here. There we go. I just flipped these after about 2 minutes on the other side, and you can see they're pretty already sturdy. And you know, you really don't need to cook shrimp that long because it's such a delicate little piece of meat. So these will probably go for another 2 minutes, and then I actually have a second batch that I have to make because they're so big. Okay, verdict. These guys are the freaking bomb. Cooked them perfectly. I would say maybe 5 minutes tops total for both of them, and they are phenomenal. This is protein. I didn't cook any pasta with it, but it's with this sauce that I'm actually making more of that really makes it, you know, taste like it's a scampi. You don't even really miss the pasta. Well, kind of, sort of. Not really. Okay, I peeled and deveined all the shrimp, and I mean, look at it compared to my thumb. They're huge. Now I'm just going to pour this little sauce that I made, the extra sauce of the scampi, into this little container, and I'm going to package it up. Alright, these guys are covered with the nice shrimp scampi sauce, and I'm going to cover it up and put it away. Alright, I put some of the beet mixture into this wonderful glass vase because I don't really have much that's glass. You really don't want to put the beet juice near or in anything that's plastic because it's going to dye it. So I put some of it in here, and I'm just going to take the eggs and I'm going to just take off the shells of the eggs and put them in here. Now we're going to pour this juice into here without spilling. And this is going to go in the fridge to marinate. And that's it. Okay, setting timer to 375. Gonna cook some chicken. So I'm gonna rinse the chicken. And then here, got 2 big breasts. Just gonna kind of wing it. Usually when I cook chicken, I cook it at 375 for about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how I cut it, how big it is. This time, I'm going to keep it pretty simple, and I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces so that it's easier to cook. There's one. Usually I like to pull off all the fat because we ain't got time for that. But yeah, I'm going to cut them, and I have some fresh basil. I'm going to put that on there, and I think I'm going to put this garlic vinaigrette that I have. It'll be a really good mix of flavors. I'm going to cut the chicken breast. Kind of want to cut with the grains. They're the tendons of the breast. And I have some fresh basil. I'm going to just put that on each piece. Pretty awesome vinaigrette that I found at no other than Aldi. It's pretty bomb. Look at that. It is really good. I highly recommend it. It's probably not the best when it comes to macros. For 2 tablespoons, it's 130 calories, 11 grams of fat, 7 carbs, 6 sugar. So, I mean, when you're cooking with it, it's going to cook off. So, I'm just going to drizzle a little bit. Because then I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. Okay, these guys are all ready to go in the oven. I have it at 375, and these are going to probably cook for about 20 minutes. Alright, these guys are done. Woo! I'll take them out and let them sit. that was some meal prep, pretty easy stuff. And I kind of did the slightly healthier versions of some basic recipes. But you know, when you're trying to eat relatively clean, I mean, if clean is even a word to describe clean eating, um, then you know those are some quick and easy things to do, or to have at least, when you're on the run and you need some protein or some veggies or something. But yeah, until next time, bye.